So yeah, I mean, I worked with a young DOP, Ruben Woodin Deschamps, and he wasn't typically a documentary DOP, although he'd done some docs, but more he made music videos, kind of short dramas, experimental work, and I kind of wanted an approach to it that was different, maybe from the kind of being on auto for documentaries.
Mm-hmm.
And I suppose we took kind of hints from Naoki's writing and from the writing of other non-speaking autistics. Naoki, as I said this thing about detail and the immersion in detail, and there's this layer in the film which is about using macro close-ups just in the environments that we find people, not kind of superimposing special effects on it, but just what we would find in these places. And it's a bit like that game you used to get in like kids magazines where it's like you'd see some hyper close up of something and it would say kind of what is this, and then on the next page it'd be revealed that it's a
Mm-hmm.
matchbox or
Yeah.
it's a radiator or whatever. So that I think so there was an element of that kind of hyper detail layer. There's then quite a kind of sat back observational layer where we're just hanging out with people in their everyday lives, and getting to know them, I suppose, through that. And maybe they're doing something, maybe they're making a painting, maybe they're training for an ice hockey match, or
Yeah.
maybe they're going to the beach. And that was very much about trying to create an intimacy. We went with a really small crew, just me, a DOP, a sound recordist, and then there'd be a camera assistant who was often kind of not near the action. And just spending time with people, really, to get those moments. And I guess the film is made up of all these little small moments. And then there's a third layer in the film, which is, I think, there because we didn't want the people in the film, the contributors who you visit, to be there to feel like they're sort of case studies of the book, or they're only there to illustrate things that are in the book. So we felt that you needed something visual that was a place where a lot of the book could happen, and we've wanted people to think about Naoki and the writer of the book in those moments. So we found this young non-speaking Japanese boy in the UK, Jim Fujiwara, and essentially shot him on a kind of journey through a set of landscapes, and you could interpret that. The journey's not really interpreted in the film. It could be a journey from the sea to the city, from night to day, from day to night, or evening to night, or
Yeah.
or home.